Hey, what up, though? Man, I got a question, man. Where in the fuck in nature have you seen the stronger thing submit to the weaker thing? I'm asking that because, man, this shit getting out of hand, man. And to me, it's getting more and more clear what the problem is. You know, I've been to prison. I did a lot of fucked up shit, you know. It was fun. I had my run. It's over. Coming from both sides, I had understanding for both sides. When I say that, I mean we in a goddamn situation, man, where we got these motherfucking boys, man, and they don't understand hierarchy. Whenever it's a nigga bigger than them in the room, they jealous. When it's a nigga in the room with them with more power, they jealous and insecure. And they don't know how to respect or deal with them feelings because they dealing with them from a woman's goddamn perspective, man. You can't sit here and show me in nature nothing that don't respect hierarchy except us. We keep trying to make this shit all about race and, you know, yeah, some of it is, you know, probably not even that much, man. Actually, what we really dealing with, man, is men dealing with other men. And in the system where men are dealing with other men, you can't do like you do when you're dealing with your mama, you understand? See, your mama don't set up a system of hierarchy. You understand? You challenge her, you rebel against her, and, you know, she rationalize and reason and logically fucking, you know, dismiss your shit because, you know, that's what she do for all men. Not you personally because you're her goddamn son. This is just what women do for men, period. They understand hierarchy, right? At the end of the day, it leads to them being taken advantage of. You know, let's be honest. It leads to them being taken advantage of by, you know, lesser men. However, even those lesser men still represent a place in the system of hierarchy. She become disgruntled and all men ain't shit. You can't trust no man. Blah, 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 blah. So you got a lot of niggas running around here with the same mentalities that they mamas got. Now, some of this too could also rub off from, you know, just peer interactions. You know what I'm saying? You got a system where, you know, you come up with a little decent upbringing and shit, but, you know, all your friends, you know, they on that, you know, whatever type stuff. And so, you know, that could rub off on you. Hopefully, if you got enough good training, you know, you still understand the root and the foundation of them lessons that was taught to you. But at the end of the day, man, that's why it's important that we have men in our life to teach other men or young men the system of hierarchy. See, at the end of the day, you know, I'm just going to go to a place you don't know about. At the end of the day, you know, you could be sitting up with a group of your friends acting a goddamn fool. And the moment that an adult crack that motherfucking door in the store or the gas station, motherfuckers straighten up, they stop cussing. You know, it was a whole routine. And that routine was because you was raised to have respect for the hierarchy of things. It didn't even matter, man. You didn't have to know a motherfucker, know their background, or they didn't have to have a good job for you to give them just the simple respect that you would give to an elder. See, all of these is breakdowns. You know, at the end of the day, shit, I go in the store now, shit, I be hearing, nigga, I just listened to a couple of conversations yesterday, and I just said to myself, damn, I can't believe I'm hearing people just randomly walking by talking about this type of shit. One guy standing in front of me, it was some white guys. I was at Maynard's, and he had a black girlfriend. Anyway, him and another white guy was talking, and he said something about, yeah, I already got her pregnant. And I was like, damn. Then I heard a girl say some shit. What did she say? I mean, these was young people. The young girl was like, yeah, shit, I ain't sucking that nigga dick no more. And I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, you know, this shit really done, it's just broke down, man. Because at the end of the day, everybody got motherfucking rights, which technically, you know, that's a tricky situation, man, because I don't know how to say it, but everybody don't deserve rights, man. Or maybe what the thing is that everybody don't deserve the same rights. See, at the end of the day, your rights go along with your status in the system of hierarchy. You understand? And you are permitted a certain amount of right within that role, in that position. Now we done broke down all the requirements, and everybody's supposed to have the same thing at the same time. Well, this is impossible. It's fucking impossible. It just doesn't work that way. Life don't work that way. But I understand, because right now society is saying, hey, we can all be bosses. And we can all, I mean, basically it's that Wakanda shit, you know. We was kings. We all kings and we all queens and shit. But that shit ain't true. So when you have a young motherfucker run up against a motherfucker who, you know, not to mention, nigga, your parents paid the nigga that beat your ass. Your parents paid the nigga that killed you. They were supplying that motherfucker's paycheck. Because at the end of the day, being in the system, nigga, mean you voluntarily submit to the authority. Or, excuse me, the hierarchy. So with that being said, when you submit and volunteer to a goddamn hierarchy, motherfucker, stop expecting a motherfucker bigger than you, more powerful than you, to shrink down to your nothingness. That's why men can't be in their households now. Because the women are saying, hey, you can't tell me what to do. Hey, no, it's no consequence for what I do. And they teaching this to y'all motherfuckers who literally out here paying the price and getting killed because of that shit. So at the end of the day, a motherfucker who don't respect hierarchy and authority damn sure can't teach you about it. You know who teach you about that shit? And just think about this for a second. You got a lot of guys who are resentful of their father. Why do you have a lot of guys that's resentful of their father? Because it's a nigga that's bigger in the room. It's a motherfucker that's more important than you in the room. See, I done had my challenges with that shit before. Shit, I remember how many times my kids would try to get my girl to give them they plate before me. Now, you know what? In a system where that woman don't understand it, that kid get that plate. Because she wanted to feel warm and tingly inside, and boom, she just taught them ain't no hierarchy. You just the same as this nigga that's doing everything. You can expect the same things. You can require and need the same things. As this person who putting all of this shit together, you're just as important as him. Wrong. Luckily, well, you know what? I'm going to tell the truth, though. Them motherfuckers, they worked her. Oh, yeah, she got a couple of times. She got a couple of times. And, you know, I ain't say nothing. I just sat there and I watched it, right? I sat there and I watched it because that's what I do. I'm a watcher. I sit there, I watch you, and then bam. When I come at you, it's all the case is sealed. You know, I'm like the feds on some shit. So they got their little plates a couple of times. They was all feeling good and shit, you know, and shit, they got to the point where they started giving me like little looks like, huh, nigga, I'm the boss. I said, okay. Sat her ass down one day and told her the truth. Well, you know them little motherfuckers was mad when that shit stopped happening. And guess what I started doing? I started giving them the look that they was giving me. No, motherfucker, I'm the boss. I said that to say, it's a lot of kids that, you know, for whatever situation or reason, you know, my father died when I was young, you know, so I didn't, you know, I had that fatherly respect for him. You know, it wasn't a lot of people like just talking bad about him and, oh, that nigga ain't shit and he ain't got nothing, he ain't gonna be nobody. But at the end of the day, that's where you don't understand that that's where the breakdown of the system of hierarchy come in. Because at the end of the day, man, we got to teach these motherfuckers there's something greater than they self. So, nigga, you can't come up against a motherfucker with training and you ain't got no training and expect fucking submission. As a matter of fact, you gonna make a nigga press harder on you because that's what men do when men need to be corrected. It's really just men correcting men. Do motherfuckers get killed? Of course. Do motherfuckers get harmed? Of course. But at the end of the day, shit, you ain't got time to be sitting around trying to get no motherfucking grown ass big motherfucker to respect your position when you could just make them. So I don't really know what Cat's trying to prove, you know, you mama's little man and shit, but, you know, that shit just work at your address. You know, you out here terrorizing these girls. Bitch, submit to me. Bitch, submit to me. And you see the bitches all rebelling on you like, nigga, we ain't submitting to you because you're nothing. You don't have a job. You don't have a car. You don't have a place to stay. And the nigga always talking about submit, submit, submit. But then don't understand, nigga, don't you realize you are part of the same system? You're the weaker fucking vessel, nigga. Submit. And it really ain't about submission, man. It's about men respecting men and the positions that they in. Having broke the law and done all the fucked up shit I done did, you know, I had my point where I didn't understand that. That's why I say I understand both sides. Shit, I done ran from the police. I done fought the police. I done got my ass beat by the police. I done went to prison. All kind of stupid ass shit. And all along, maybe just like them niggas sitting there going, all I was doing was reading the Bible. And no matter what I did, they shouldn't have did nothing to me. Well, motherfucker, now I'm older. And you know what the one thing I understand is, nigga, I brought them problems on myself. As I sit here now, a grown-ass man, I don't see myself bringing none of these problems on my damn self. I thank my mother. I was 13 years old. driving. And I ran a fuck stop sign. I don't know where the fuck they came from, but I was, I lived off 7 Miles, so that area pretty hot anyway. So it was police, especially back then. And this motherfucker pulled me over, man. Well, they ain't pulled me over. They hit the discos and shit, and I just kept going. Like, fuck y'all. It wasn't a high-speed chase, but, nigga, I wasn't stopping. I drove normally to the crib. Stopped at all the other stop signs and everything. But when I got home, and I pulled up in front of the house, and my mother saw the police cars behind me, I jumped out the car and shit, about to run up in the house. And my mother, sitting there looking out the window and shit, she came to the door, met me at the door like, hey, what's going on? And the officer was like, ma'am, your son ran a light, and we were trying to pull him over, and he wanted to keep going. And I'm like arguing back and forth with their ass, and I'm a young nigga, young bull, man. And we young bulls, well, not anymore, but y'all young bulls out here, man. And it's understandable, man, but even then, as I look back on it, I did not have, because my father died when I was young, man, I did not have a respect for the hierarchy in the system of men. And my mama told me while I'm out there arguing with, I'm raising my voice, fuck y'all, I'm going crazy. And my mother said to me, she said, son, this was after they left. She said, son, I work in the hospital. Murderers and killers come in every day. She said, you know what they say, son? She said, they don't even argue with the police. You would be surprised. They be like, yes, sir. No, sir. Nigga, I'm so glad my mama taught me that. Not on some, buck dance and coon type shit. Yes, sir. No, sir. But you know what? At the end of the day, it was just simply that, you should always be respectful to the people who have your fucking life in their hands. So when niggas keep running around talking about, oh, Lord, I'm scared to be killed by the police, I have to say to myself, well, nigga, if you're scared, shouldn't you pretty much have you right it, I'll fight it mentality? You niggas be sitting there saying, I know my rights. I watch CSI. Man, this against the Constitution. Nigga don't even know the Constitution. You heard a couple of bars on the YouTube video, and now you got a street legal defense against why you shouldn't be held accountable for something. Come on, man. This shit is ridiculous, man. And just the same way as they empowering women to do this nonsense bullshit is the same way they empowering our young boys to do it. Nigga, if resisting arrest lead to death and you so goddamn scared, nigga, how about you just start pulling over and saying, hey, what's the problem? Give me my ticket or take me to jail, and I'll see you in court. We'll handle it from there. Instead, you niggas listening to this dumbass music that's telling you to do all this stupid ass shit. You got niggas who ain't even in the street responding to police interactions like they street niggas. They be like, oh, he was on the Young Christian Choir group and read the Bible scriptures every day. He wanted to be a pastor. And it's always, because it's always the most innocent of motherfuckers having these interactions, you know. And so then at the end of the day, you kind of be like, well, damn, that's funny, because the motherfucker was fighting his ass off. They like, sir, we need you to step out the car. And niggas start going, man, I'm not going to jail today. I gotta go home. Sir, could you please step out of the car? Man, come on, man. Why we gotta do this? Sir, we're gonna need you to step out of the car. Hands behind your back. Put your hand. Man, stop, man. No. And then niggas start going, Mama. Mama. Ain't it funny that a nigga would start calling the motherfucker who offered him the least amount of protection? Now, I ain't saying you ain't supposed to have a special place in your heart for your mama. You know, I got a special place in my heart for my mama. You know, but at the end of the day, man, you literally calling on a motherfucker that can't do nothing for you. As a matter of fact, probably the reason why you in that situation. So maybe actually niggas just ain't getting to finish their sentence. Mama, why haven't you failed me by not teaching me about the hierarchy of men? And that what the fuck you let me do at home, I can't do out here with men bigger than me, more powerful than me, more trained than me, more disciplined than me. Maybe that's what them cries is for. I believe that's a big part of the problem, because the funny part about it is you don't never hear a nigga saying, Daddy! Daddy! And maybe that's the problem. For whatever reason or circumstance, maybe the nigga wasn't shit. Maybe the woman on a power trip. Maybe, I don't know. You know, it's all kind of circumstances out here that exist. And I ain't really trying to demonize nobody on nothing. I'm just simply saying, man, it's time to start saving lives out here, man, and putting these things in perspective. We can't keep letting these boys go out here. A friend of mine posted a video, a meme or some shit, I don't know. But Dog was talking about how, you know, you got these men, you know, with that manly aggressive energy, but, you know, the feelings of a woman, you know, feminine, and that shit equal disaster, man. And that's what's getting us killed out here, man. So at the end of the day, man, it's kind of important now that we start to really, really, really look at, you know, reestablishing that system of hierarchy, you know, in our communities. That, you know, you're not going to see videos of white boys. Not to say it don't happen. Everything happened, but, you know, we're talking about the majority of cases, and you just don't see white guys laying on the ground going, Mama, Mama, Mama. The first thing that niggas start doing when they step out the fucking car, and man, it's really getting annoying to me, is niggas start going, ow, ow, you're hurting me, stop, oh my God. Man, I swear to God, bro, I'm so sick of hearing these woman-fat ass niggas, man. You rather break your composure as a man to start yelping like a fucking broad. And as you can see, they out here getting it from their ass too. Let one of these sassy bras get stopped, but I'm not going to jail. I got kids at home. I don't care what I stole. I don't care what I did. Bitch, you on the ground. Now you got, I don't know how many votes a taser got in it, but now, bitch, you on the ground doing the Harlem Shake looking stupid than a motherfucker. And at the end of the day, man, the sad part about it is, how many of you motherfuckers doing it just trying to get a bag, man? Motherfucker don't want to be a doctor, a lawyer. Hell, be a rapper or a ball player. It's niggas out here like, man, I'm about to get rich getting fucked up by the police. You niggas is literally like, I don't even have a name for it. What would be the name for a motherfucker who out here looking for an ass whooping to get paid? Not a boxer. It's worse. So, man, I don't know where the shit began. I don't know where the shit end. But shit, man, it's time for men to start respecting men, man, and respecting men in position of hierarchy over you. Whether you like it or not. I mean, that's why you having motherfuckers going to kill their supervisors on the job. You mad because the motherfucker higher than you told you your work wasn't good enough. Or nigga, pick that up. Or nigga, you came late, you fired. You want that system to yield to you. Oh, you know what? How about you just come in whenever you feel like it, Dan, and we'll just sweep that under the rug. Fuck us. You're the boss. This shit don't happen nowhere in nature, man. That's how you know we out of pocket, because we floating against what nature already put in place for us to be able to do this shit and do it successfully. Cats is dogs, dogs is cats, nigga. This is the problem, man. They literally sitting here, and you just got to think about it, man. Yeah, they'll give you a bag afterwards. They'll try to incite motherfuckers to be angry and all of this other shit. But one thing that they ain't sitting there telling you is they the ones that told you that you had the privilege to do it. And your dumb ass did it. Respect your daddy. Respect your mama. Respect the police. Respect your elders. Respect the motherfucking position of hierarchy. Now I am at that place. See, and you have to realize one goddamn thing. Yeah, right now you're on the bottom, and shit, technically you have to be a student before you can be a teacher. And one day, you are going to be looking for that same fucking respect. Hey, respect my power, respect my authority, respect my wisdom, respect my age, respect my this, respect my that. You will.